What have you found to be effective strategies for writing theological reflections or papers that speak meaningfully to both academic and church audiences? Well, this is a great question. It turns out it is the question that is the heart of one of my courses. I teach a class called SF 505, Practical Theology. And what we do in that class is we do two things. We take questions that are on people's hearts and we ask, how do we answer them in a way that is both sophisticated and available to people? So for example, every single course we take time to ask, how should we think about death and end of life? Anyone who ministers in Jesus' name is eventually going to have to ask questions about death and end of life. And we want to think about what is it that somebody needs. And so I have them read surgeons and scholars and people who know an awful lot about what goes on at the end of life. But then at the end, instead of asking them to write papers, I have my students write podcasts. They have 4 minutes to be able to explain to people all that they learned by reading all these academics. And the key to that is to do this. Do exactly what Jesus did. Invite people into a story. Help them to see their own misconceptions, their own interests, their own hopes, their own dreams, all through a story that allows them to see the world differently. That's what Jesus did. I'm Scott Cormode, the Dupree Professor of Leadership at Fuller Seminary.